Welcome to Education Insight. I'm Lacey Kendall. As we've learned and discussed on this show over the past 4 years, if you run into a school that is doing very well, there's likely an enthusiastic group of parents, community members, and local businesses behind it. Today we're taking a look at a local program that fits that description. A program that was begun to celebrate high school seniors and then grew to help support them with funding and motivation, mentorship, and a lot of love. The Grand Terrace High School Senior Legacy Program is changing the lives of Grand Terrace's high school seniors. It's changing a high school, and some say a community.
I never expected to have such a large support system of parents and just other community members rooting me on in high school. It was so nice to be able to have a support system that really wanted to see me succeed in high school and in college.
We meet them in just a moment. But first, a look at what folks are talking about in local education this week. Chronic absenteeism has become a serious issue for K-12 students in San Bernardino and Riverside counties, mirroring challenges across California. During the pandemic, absenteeism surged, and many schools are still struggling to recover. Statewide, nearly 25% of students are chronically absent. In Riverside County, absenteeism dropped by 6% this last year, but remains a major concern. The Corona-Norco Unified School District fared better, reporting a 21.8% absenteeism rate for K-12 students. That's nearly 10% below the state average. Low-income students, foster youth, and children experiencing homelessness are disproportionately affected. At a recent summit, Riverside County officials identified barriers such as a lack of clean clothes, poor health, trauma, and negative school environments as common causes. Schools are tackling the problem with attendance review teams, transportation aid, family outreach, and mental health services. And, as you could expect, Education Insight will be exploring these efforts and solutions in an upcoming episode. In 2020, Christy and Chad Boals, a couple in Grand Terrace, decided they wanted to help a struggling homeless senior at the local high school. But they soon learned that there were several kids needing all kinds of help. The Boals family jumped on board, and after friends heard about the effort, they wanted in as well. Today, their program, known as Grand Terrace High School Senior Legacy, is supported by a foundation, and it helps every senior at the high school. Loads of parents have helped out, but most notably, businesses and members of the community with no kids at that school are also helping out. And now 4 years later, the high school, a group of parents and members of the community have created a program with full community support. Christy Boals and team member Chastdei Kotsay join us by phone. Ladies, thanks for taking our call.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
First of all, Christy, could you describe as the founder for our listeners the Senior Legacy Program in Grand Terrace and how it works?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. We are a nonprofit organization in Grand Terrace, and we raise money through community efforts, businesses, and residents here in our community to fund necessary items for our graduating classes each year. We offer things such as prom and grad night and scholarships and many other things to help these students that wouldn't otherwise be able to participate in creating those memories.
There was a Grand Terrace High School student that was living out of his car. Could you share with our listeners what you were able to do for him?
Yes, my husband's business donated money to help out some other seniors during the COVID year. And when I found out that the money we donated went to a student that was living in his car, we decided at that point that this program has to get bigger and better and continue to serve our graduating seniors. That was not an isolated case. We do have homeless people throughout our community and students that live out of their cars or live in hotels, and they don't have the means to create these important memories and milestones. And so from that, Senior Legacy was created, and now it's been 4 years, and we just continue to do wonderful things for our seniors.
Chastity, could you describe some of the most memorable Senior Legacy projects? What stands out most distinctly in your mind?
We do a variety of things. Every year is a little bit different because the needs of the students may be a little bit different. But some of the major things that we do are send students to prom that otherwise wouldn't be able to go. Sometimes it's because of affordability factor, or their family may be going through something at that time. So we may buy them a prom ticket. Also send students to grad night that otherwise wouldn't be able to afford it. We've done senior parades where the students drive their cars through town, and they get recognized by their previous educators that will stand on the corner, and their family and their friends come out to watch them drive by right before graduation. We've done prom boutique. That's a big one that we do. It's prom and also homecoming. So what we do, the community will donate dresses and formal wear, tuxedos, those kind of things. We've opened it up at 3B's Boutique here in Grand Terrace, and also at the high school where students come in and they can pick dresses. They just get to shop for free. They can pick dresses and accessories. Yeah, so it's a huge event, and we have lots come in. We raffle off big things such as haircuts and makeovers before prom. We've sent students and their parents to a senior inspiration night, which is life-changing for generations, honestly, because the parents and the student get to join in on that.
Tell me about that. What is Senior Inspiration Night?
Well, it's a wonderful night at the high school. The graduating class gets to invite their parents. So they have to pay for tickets to go. And off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I believe the tickets are $20 for each parent. And it's a wonderful semi-formal, formal event for the graduate and their parents. And they don't allow siblings to go because it's for quality time. And they get to spend the evening and have, I think it's a candlelight dinner, or they have a candle lighting ceremony. They have an inspirational speaker that addresses the kids, and then they recap the senior year. And it really is just a quality time for the parent and the graduate.
Wow.
So that's another big event that we do.
Yeah. You're listening to Education Insight. Why do you two ladies believe, and the Senior Legacy Program board members, that the senior year of high school is such an important moment in a young person's life?
I think it is just, it's a big deal right before these kids run off to college, working full time, and, they start their adult life. And it's a time for them to celebrate and to be celebrated and just make those memories. You never get that time back. And so I just think it's huge in the life of a senior.
Everything I've read says that your program is unique because while it was started by parents, the whole city has adopted this and endorsed it, both physically and financially supported it. My question is, Christy, how do you make something like that happen?
We reach out to our community. We hit the pavement and get out there and raise funds. We have local businesses that will allow us to do fundraising. So, for example, if you go and eat at Miguel's on a certain day, they will donate a portion of their sales to Senior Legacy. And so it's really about community involvement, word of mouth, articles in the local newspaper, and the community parade, the senior parade, really brought a lot of light to our nonprofit as well, because we'd have community members just kind of go out to the streets and cheer these seniors as they drove by. So we just really spread the word around, and it's grown tremendously over 4 years.
How do you believe a program like this actually changes a young person's outlook on life?
It gives them the tools right before they graduate and go into adulthood of knowing that they have a community behind them supporting them. And we do this by a program that we do, Adopt a Senior, where the community will actually adopt certain seniors that their parents sometimes elect them, or other community members will elect them, and then the community will adopt them. And what this does is they pick a senior where they give gifts and congratulate and just give notes of inspiration. And particularly this program has touched me because I've adopted one who he went into the military, and I still keep in contact with him.
Wow.
So it really helped him. I think that by coming alongside him in these years, it helps him to have the confidence in the later years and the decisions that he makes, knowing that he has a support system.
Mm-hmm. If you just joined us, you're listening to Education Insight. We're speaking with Chastdei Kotsay and Christy Boals, the advisory board member and the founder of the Grand Terrace High School Senior Legacy Program. All of this sounds, ladies, like you're creating joy for the seniors at Grand Terrace High School. But from your angle, does joy actually translate to better academics in that final year? Chastdei?
Absolutely, I believe it does. I believe that we know oftentimes seniors get something that we know as senioritis because they're transitioning from being a student and into adulthood. So I think by coming alongside them, it helps them finish strong. Our program comes alongside them and gives them little bits of inspiration along the way through the different things that we do. As a matter of fact, just this week, we're doing senior shout outs. So people in the community, family members are able to send flowers to the high school students this year. So I think those ways allow them these kind of things allow them to finish strong, to keep going, even if they are suffering from what we know as senioritis.
Mm-hmm. I understand you both have your own kids that have experienced all of this as seniors as well. How were they affected by this support?
For me personally, I have my oldest daughter has graduated from the program, and she felt the love and support from the community of Grand Terrace through this program. Mm-hmm. She got adopted and gifted by multiple people in the community to just show her how proud they are. And she still stays in contact with them today. She earned a scholarship through the program. Yes, scholarships are another big thing that this program does. We've given over 15 scholarships to students in this program. And that in turn has helped her, a little bit through college. Every little bit helps. So she constantly feels the support from Grand Terrace community through this program.
Yeah. Christy, what about your kids?
They are just proud to have a mom that cares so much for our community and fellow students at their schools. Yes, I have 3 that have graduated, and one more, my baby, is a junior this year. So, yes, we've walked through the halls of Grand Terrace High School for many years.
There are a lot of schools that have programs that are similar to this, where parents are hyper engaged and reaching in and trying to help out, but not so many where members of the community that don't even have a child at that school want to support it with their funds and with their hearts. Why do members of the community of Grand Terrace care for your program in that way?
Our program's different because we're investing in our youth, and we have a passion for that because we believe that it will affect generations to come. Mm-hmm. When you invest and give hope and joy to the youth, that passes on to the next generation. the Grand Terrace community see that and see the importance of that. And we have a really good community that comes alongside and helps us to obtain that. And we would encourage other communities to do the same, because we believe other communities have the same thing. And the more that we invest in our youth, the better place we will have.
Is having a better place what motivates the residents to get involved when they don't have kids there?
The community cares because they know that when you raise well-loved and well-supported kids, they turn out to be good people. And the people of Grand Terrace, we like that. And we want that. We want that for our community.
Wow. Our conversation with Christy Boal and Chastdei Kotsay of the Senior Legacy Program in Grand Terrace continues in just a moment. This is Education Insight. Welcome back to Education Insight. Today we're speaking with two parents who have helped build a community-supported program for high school seniors in Grand Terrace, the Grand Terrace High School Legacy Program. We're joined on the phone by founder Christy Boal and board member Chastdei Kotsay. What would each of you say has been the most memorable accomplishment from the committee while you've been a part of the Grand Terrace Senior Legacy Committee? What has stood out in your mind and will resonate with you in the years to come?
Mine is the difference I've made to certain individuals along the way. And also to Christy kind of said, teaching my children how important it is to be part of community. I think that that's so important. It's not what the community can do for you, but what you can do for the community. So I get to teach my children the importance of that and also make a difference and, create relationships even with the youth. It has bridged a gap between me and the youth. I'm able to make a difference.
And I feel like one of the biggest pivotal moments for me was last year. I was able to sit down with several students and gift them these things, and just to see the humility in their reaction and their appreciation, to be able to say, hey, guess what, Don Smith, you're going to prom this year. And just to see, I've seen everything from tears to excitement and great big hugs, and just to be able to see that we made that difference to that child is huge. And I'm already a very sentimental person, but to know and see their reactions, it just makes everything worth it.
Yeah, tell me more about that, ladies. So how do you notify students when they're chosen for one of these awesome community grants and now have the money to go to the prom or to afford some books or money for college? How does that work?
Okay, that's a great question, Lacey. Thank you. This program is mostly on an anonymous type basis where the counselors will come to us and let us know, or we'll send out an anonymous survey and students can answer where their biggest need may be. We send out a survey to the students and then they'll answer, are they able to go to a prom? Can they afford prom? Those kind of things. So we get that feedback anonymously. And then also teachers and counselors will write in or email Senior Legacy to let us know if they may have a student that maybe needs a specific thing through their senior year. That's why every year is unique, because we're not always sure what the need is. Mm-hmm. And sometimes community members will let us know too. That's how great this program is we've actually had community members let us know that maybe a student's parent has cancer or maybe suffering here, that we may want to come alongside them. And we do it that way as well.
Christy, as the one who started all of this, what would you say is the most memorable accomplishment from this program?
I feel like just being able to bless these students and families really has just been a huge gift to me. Just knowing that we have helped make things possible, help these students create these memories, and also relieve the burden from the families as well.
Have either of you ever heard of another program similar to this one?
I have not.
Great question, Lacey. No, I have not.
I have not either. And so that brings me to my very last question. Is the Grand Terrace High School Senior Legacy Program, is that replicable? I mean, could other parents and communities in the Inland Empire and throughout the Coachella Valley where folks are listening, could they copy what you've done here and build this around their own high schools and their own communities?
Absolutely. And I would love to see that happen. And I'm always available if someone wants to reach out to me and, help get it started. My goal was make Senior Legacy a bigger, better program and spread it out. Every school should have a Senior Legacy.
Mm-hmm. That's Christy Boals and Chastdei Kotsay, the founder of the Grand Terrace High School Senior Legacy Program and advisory board member. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on Education Insight, and thanks for taking our call.
And thank you.
Thank you for having us, Lacey.
Joining us now by phone is Sage Calderas from Santa Cruz, California, who is a recent graduate of Grand Terrace High School and the recipient of one of those college grants provided by the Foundation for Youth and the Senior Legacy Committee and Program. Hi, Sage. Could you describe the program for us from your perspective?
Yeah, so the High School Senior Legacy Program is pretty much a subcommittee of the Foundation for Youth, and it just is a committee that ensures that Grand Terrace High School seniors have the ability to participate in senior events like prom, homecoming, different dances, and they give scholarships just so that no matter what circumstances these students are in, they're able to participate and be able to have a good senior year experience.
How did this program help you personally, Sage?
Well, they gave me a scholarship towards the end of the school year when I was going to graduate, and that helped me a lot be able to afford resources in college and be able to afford books and things like that. Since I am relying on financial aid, it was really nice to be able to have that scholarship to just give me more aid to just give me a little bit more sense of mind going into college.
When parents and community members get together to encourage, support, and cheer on seniors in high school in a community like Grand Terrace, does it really make the senior year experience a better one?
Yeah, they did. They were really able to just give me that full experience for my senior year of high school and just be able to ensure that I had a really great final year and being able to go to dances, and especially that scholarship, they really made sure that it was an enjoyable last year.
Do you believe students that are in their senior year of high school actually do better in that year when they have so many people behind them, cheering them on, raising funds for them, and showing up at these important moments? Does it make a difference when it comes to your grades?
Yeah, I do believe it makes a difference. Just being able to know that you have a strong support system of people, not just family and friends and teachers, but also just other people who are behind you and willing to support you in any way possible can really give students a lot of confidence and just that motivation to finish out the year strong.
Sage, a lot of folks in Grand Terrace have told us before we did this show that this program actually makes Grand Terrace a better city. Would you say that's true?
Grand Terrace is very close and tight-knit. I would say that's true.
So you're in college now?
I am, correct.
Where are you going to school?
I go to University of California, Santa Cruz.
Best of luck at your new university, Sage. Thanks for taking our call on Education Insight.
Thank you for having me.
Some stories we're working on at Education Insight include a look at the man behind an explosion in inland graduation rates, the creation of a school of medicine, and building 2 million square feet in leading-edge laboratory facilities and state-of-art classrooms. UCR Chancellor Kim Wilcox reflects on those advancements and a full career before an upcoming retirement. Also, a look at struggles our 9-year-olds are having after losing their first 2 years of school during the pandemic. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Education Insight. I'm Lacey Kendall. Have a great week.
Education Insight is produced in partnership with KVCR San Bernardino.
Our executive producer is Jacob Poor.
And our production engineer is Tyler Veazey.
And Lacey Kendall is your host.
Support is provided by College Futures Foundation.
Some technical assistance provided by the College of Arts and Letters at Cal State San Bernardino.
Growing Inland Achievement. Working together for inland education and economic success.
Join us again next week for Education Insight.